Hey there, folks, and welcome back to the Dammâseq Campaign. Last time, we largely consolidated our gains from the recent victory against Kemet. We had an enormous population, around 100 or so Kemetic slaves, along with dozens of freemen, oddly enough. We were able to move the slaves after a painstaking journey through our land up to Herman, where we've redistributed them to our greatest cities, where we're also building some temples to help convert them over to the proper Canaanite faith. And generally speaking, I think we've effectively dealt with that. We are still sort of adjusting our policies and whatnot to accommodate the changes made by those recent governors we hired, so lots of gradual switching around of policies as we go. Fortunately, I won't need to do this too much more often, as we have a pretty young set of governors now, or at least a relatively young set of governors, all things considered. When we get some governor replacements, we'll attend to that when we get there. But for now, I think we're good to go ahead and resume. We have some more policies to change as well. This place here, I'm going to switch over to harsh treatment, I think. That's probably fine, yeah. Barbs over here, that's probably fine. There's not that many of these guys. And what culture are they? Hurrian culture. That's probably okay. I mean, this place is already wrong culture, and it's doing cultural assimilation, so it's already enough wrong culture people to assimilate over here anyways. I think we're fine. Right, yeah, I'm not going to worry too much about that. They can lower the civ level a little bit. Not the end of the world. And this random desert tile, go for it. Anyways, so let me actually look and see here. If I wanted to integrate Encomi, I could start doing it next year, which seems like it hasn't been that long since we got these guys, but technically we could. And the main reason to integrate them is because they are Canaanite culture, and everyone here is Canaanite, so that's a lot of correct, or not culture, sorry, religion. That's a lot of correct religion people to get, and directly controlling Encomi gives us access to all of that copper, and a jumping off point for maybe future activity in the southern Anatolia coastline area, and more shenanigans over in Africa. I think for now, these guys being my client state is probably just fine, but I could start the integration and just kind of, like with Tunic, let it happen slowly in the background. So, not the worst option in the universe, in all honesty. Although I would probably need to boost my opinion with them. Actually, no, I think we'd be able to do it. Well, it's kind of hard to say for sure. We have to wait for the recently declared war to go away anyway, so it may take a while, all things considered. So I think we're fine. I feel like the amount of time that this particular music track plays seems to be more than I remember from earlier in the campaign. I don't know if that's like I'm just kind of imagining that or what, but I feel like I'm hearing this specific, classical song a lot more than I remember before. Maybe it relates to us being a great power or something? I don't really know. Temples are done everywhere. Very good. We can do another policy change. This place here, I'm going to switch over to assimilation. And then we have only a few more. Gaza, I can switch over to assimilation. Well, we'll get to it when we get to it. Oh my gosh, yeah, we are doing quite well. I kind of want to actually do an expedition to Manoa just to lower their score, which is not really a genuinely important thing to do, but I kind of want to do it, And I mean, I'm a great power, so who's going to stop me, right? Okay, over here, Gaza, you guys are ready to switch back over to assimilation. Yeah, sure, they could do conversion, and it is, I think, technically more efficient to convert and then assimilate, but I still have I still have Canaanite culture group people, or no, what am I saying? I still have a bunch of Canaanite religion, but not Dammâseq Canaanite culture group population. Oh my god, this game is so complicated. They have to assimilate, so I've moved most of the Kemetics out of the area, so it's perfectly fine. Whew, alright. 924. Before we know it, we're going to be hitting the bicentennial in this campaign, which is crazy to think about. Abdestart's, I think, first full episode was the centennial episode, so time really has flown. We have got a, holy moly, Where even is regular Petra? Oh my gosh, there they are. That's all of regular Petra. Oh my god, that's a brutal revolt. That's almost all of their territory. Yeah, I think that revolt's gonna win. I mean, that's fine. I'm not gonna get tangled up in that, but holy crap. That is an enormous revolt. Also, this guy is not doing Scheme Influence, which I should have, I thought that I set him to that earlier. I was thinking my PI gain was lower than it should be. Oh no. Metello Mashid is truly a dire advisor. This is my royal tutor. It's not that bad. I have other advisors that are worse. I feel like this is a little unfair. People laugh openly at stories of his sheer inability to lead, and our enemies eye our lands hungrily. It is safe to say our people feel most uneasy. Ugh, that's brutal. 5 stability for that. Holy crap. That is really unfortunate. Youch. Alright, the Palace in tier is done. That's going to help a lot. Over in tier, I'm going to go ahead and also get some trades going. I actually didn't set up the trades here before. Whoops. Okay, so in tier itself, I think I need some citizen happiness. That is a priority right now over here. Earthenware it is. Let's trade with our clients first and foremost. And then, I think more citizen happiness, so let's trade with Kemet, I guess. And yeah, we'll trade with Kemet again. That is fine. Anywhere else that, oh yeah, this place has some... Did I not set up trades down here? I don't think I did. My bad. It's not the biggest mistake in the universe, though. It's a micro mistake. So let's see here. Freeman happiness over here, probably. Let's trade for some base metals. I think that's probably fine. And let's see here. These guys already have a palace. Down here, let's see. This place needs to be a city in order to get the palace going. I guess we can trade for one thing. What do I want to trade for? I'll trade for some noble happiness. Get some papyrus. Right down here. Yeah, everything else is, this place has one from Pops. Trade for earthenware, probably. Alright, I think that's fine. Alright. Good stuff. Over here, this place here, can probably get away with cultural assimilation. Just about, yeah. We have a few more locations to shift, then we're going to be good to go. These guys are now just standing around doing nothing. I could pay them off. Let's see what they would need. Oh, yeah, it's not happening. I'm not going to pay them hundreds and hundreds of gold for no reason. They're just going to stand here forever. Oh, Martial Advancer. I need a new... Who do I need? A new or Mitba character, ideally, for the Martial Advancer. Martial Researcher. Wait, wasn't this guy the previous Martial... Okay, I don't know what's going on, but this is a family head, so let's assign this guy. That solves all my problems. Did this guy just, like, quit his job? I don't know if this was the character that I had here before, but he is going to be there now. Mathematics underscore... Yeah, that's from my tech. That's right. Okay, there we go. Let me see. I should kill these barbs, honestly, just to free Tadmor. So let me, pay for my army, hire the Kadesh levy and send them... Or not hire, but raise the Kadesh levy and have them head on over. I can probably just force march over, honestly. Let's head, next to Tadmor and then wait for our morale. I'll have my son, Daniel, lead the way with his 9 marshals, so actually kind of a good martial leader. Under Daniel, I think I may go to war with Mari at that point, because I'll have the marshal needed with my main levy, because he'll be in charge at that point of the Herman levy, of course. But under Ahiram, I think I'm going to mostly just have a bit more of a relaxed lifetime here. Sort of like what I did with, what was her name? My queen from the second ruler. Arashat. My great-grandmother Arashat. Yeah. So I was a bit more chill with her, because I had just a shorter reign. Kind of a similar thing, actually. We had a character with a very, very long lifespan. What? Huh? What is this? Oh! And Komi has a rebellion, and they called me in because I'm the overlord. And they actually automatically called in all of my people as well. Okay, that's what that is. I was about to say, like, what is this? I guess technically we're supposed to help my client, but I think Encomi can manage it on their own. Not too worried, honestly. Alright, also turn off fort maintenance, you goofy. Now we'll wait for a sec to recover. Actually, we can probably just walk right in. I don't think we're going to need to worry about that. I think it's too dangerous over here. Yep, there they go. Good. Do I need to use this army for anything else right now? I guess I could send this army over here, but I don't really feel like that's needed at the minute, so let's actually just lower. Oh, we're at war, so we can't lower them. Well, that is unfortunate. I mean, Encomi should end the war pretty soon here, but I don't really want this army raised for no reason, if I can help it. I guess I can send this army over. Let me head over to the closest port on foot, which is probably Irikata, and send the flotilla over to pick them up. Alright, Encomi, on the basis of this game's mechanics not being very well set up. Holy moly, 91 gold from that? From killing those barbs? I wasn't expecting to get that much gold from the barbs. Okay, well, I'll take it. Anyways, yeah, so we'll go over and help Encomi, just to be polite, I guess. So since we can't lower the army anyways, while we're stuck up in this war, which is fine, I guess. Alright, over here. Ugarit needs to go back onto harsh treatment, and these two are going to go into harsh treatment as well. Oh my gosh. Please select him. There we go. Alright, looking good, and that is everybody attended to for now. So that will do. I may not need a fleet this big, honestly, but it is nice to know that I could get my entire army moved by sea basically in one go, and I think it's not honestly too expensive to maintain this fleet, all things considered. I think it's worth paying about, 1/7 of my monthly income to have naval supremacy on the whole map, more or less, at least on this side of the map. There's no way to get boats down over to either the Red Sea or the lower sea areas. There's no major river route yet on this map. Accident in Zira'a. We've been told of a major industrial accident at the extensive works in the vicinity of Zira'a in Sha'irit. Base metals is the main export of the city, and it seems the knuckleheads in charge of the site allowed parts of the structural support to fall into neglect as they tried to keep up with high demand. A huge collapse all but wiped out the working shift of slaves, and the owners have come groveling to the provincial authorities for compensation. Hold on. To help with reestablishing production. The slaves themselves are none too happy with the loss of their friends and family, and naturally cagey about returning to work in such conditions. Without significant repairs, there's no way production can be maintained at anywhere near the previous levels, and the slaves are bound to cause problems without a show of goodwill. We could pay for this. Sha'irit getting that bonus, especially with all of the wrong culture, wrong religion slaves there, is the worst thing. Also, popularity for Ahram is certainly quite nice, and loyalty with Daniel never hurts. And this is honestly a pretty, this is less than 10% of our current treasury, so let's compensate the owners and ensure decent working conditions. Least we can do. Ooh, military tradition. I think I was going for Cedars of Lebanon. Yeah, we want to get down there. Although also getting to rewarding campaigns is not a bad idea either. I guess we'll grab this now. Offense is the best defense. Boarding tactics. Looks good to me. It's mostly just to make our way down to the much better ability, Cedars of Lebanon. Getting a high martial character when we get this is going to be quite nice. We'll see if that happens. Also, monthly ship repair at sea is quite good. Right. Speaking of ship repair, let me see if everyone is at 100%. They've been in the port for a while, so I thought that they would be. That's good. Alright, over here, of course, Encomi is somehow managing to lose to their tiny rebellion, so we have to come save the day. As expected, honestly. Typical client-state behavior. Force the overlord to come do everything. Great. Alright. Fortunately, we just move everybody on the boats. I don't need to raise my fleet maintenance, because I have no naval opponents to worry about here, so we'll just come on over. Yeah, these guys are losing tons of stuff. Holy moly, Encomi. You gotta get it together, man. This is embarrassing. It's like the world's tiniest rebellion and they're kicking your ass. Alright, fortunately we're coming over to save the day. Right, these guys want my salt, that's fine. We'll just make a landing at Alas, try to get that. This is a city, technically, so perhaps... Actually, no, this is not me playing, this is Daniel, so no sacking for the state, that's fine. Alright. These guys came here as well, that's fine. We're technically in charge, but no big deal. I'll probably just do an assault at their... Oh yeah, that's not... I'm not worried about that at all. Those guys are going into Mari's territory anyways. We got a slave, alright. Slaving these people. Let's come on over and grab this. I think the boats I'm just going to return to Tyr. Because I don't think I'll need them for this war at all. Unfortunately, because... actually, I think I am the war leader. Yeah, actually, I am the war leader because those guys gave it to me, so I have to actually do this. Okay, so we actually have to treat this like a real war here. So this, I'm returning to Enkomi, and I need to return this to Enkomi as well. Let's go and do that. I think we will do an assault then, because then I can do the... Because then, since I'm the war leader, I can actually end the war right afterwards, which will fix everything. Ooh, I actually didn't even realize we're about to hit January 1st. Okay, January 1st, 925. This is a War Council year and an Omen year. I think we just reselect Shapish as standard. I really do want to get Tyranny down. I know I've kept saying that for like 100 years, but I mean it. It's really important. Yeah, let's go ahead and call on Shapish. We gained a lot of Tyranny, just switched around all those policies, but now we can start to have the Tyranny decline start in earnest. So that is fine. Any more treasures we can make use of? No, a lot of these treasures are in weird spots, so we can't move them around, which is irritating. Oh yeah, actually, I should have destroyed this this temple with my army when they were there. I didn't think about that. I can just re-raise the army to destroy this temple. I want to move this temple somewhere a bit better. Probably into my core, honestly, because this is a weird spot for it, because I like having Bull as the god. Alright, what am I doing? Let's go over and do our War Council. War Council assembles. All Dammâseq sleeps as the War Council drags well on into the night. Assembled are 3 brilliant Canaanite minds, summoned to provide insight, each determined to convince us of the validity of their argument. Abdestart, a well-loved and competent leader. Ind Damu, a well-known rogue and philanderer. And Balturos, an advisor of uncertain standing. Over the course of the evening, Abdestart becomes vociferous in his opinion that Moab ought to feel the might of the Canaanite armies, and to the surprise of many, Balturos has begun to agree with this method of thinking. Ind Damu ostensibly continues to promote his own agenda, insisting that Mouth of the Orontes is ripe for conquest. Okay, so these are both not really priority targets. Not that I really have a priority target right now. These guys, I don't have a... No, I do have a claim on Mouth already, so I don't need to worry about that. And then Moab, obviously, I have a claim on already. So I may just not do anything here. I don't really want to lose any loyalty with anybody, and both of these claims are superfluous, so a bunch of fools. This is a peaceful reign for this character, with a big asterisk, but peace with a, in a kind of loose sense. Alright, I think we just assault this, honestly. This should be fine. So we can lower our levy pretty much right after. And they joined in too, so... Alright, and now these guys should accept... Let's see here. This goes to Enkomi. Was this depopulated before? I'm not entirely sure. But they will take this. This all goes to Enkomi. This should end this tag entirely, right? Yes, I think we're good. I get no AE because it's just going back to Enkomi. Alright. Yep, we have fixed it. Alright, the Elysian local power, Ria Lanza accepts her peace offer. Thanks for that one. Alright, lower the army. Good. Alright, we avoided draining all of our manpower to recover from that. So, mission accomplished, boys. Good job. Alright. New saving up our resources here. Okay, let me look at my... oh my gosh, my thing again. Ochre is actually almost high enough. I think I'll keep Ochre on cultural assimilation a little bit longer, but it's approaching being able to switch over to Borderlands. What is this? Bulbulhum. These guys are actually, like, taking Mari land? What are you doing, Mari? Mari's a great power as well, so I don't have a good explanation for what Mari is doing. Where are your armies? This is like a... this is just a local power monarchy. Like, what on earth are you doing, Mari? Not the best showing from our neighbor in the north, but any sign of Mari weakness is certainly not an issue for me. I'm fine with that. Alright. I should be boosting... actually, I already am doing that, so we're fine. Over here, this is basically full. We need 190 with these guys. We just have to wait for the war anger to go away. It's just going to take some time. So this will have to wait probably for a few decades. And as for whether I want to actually take land, like if I want to integrate Jeddah and take this land here, I don't know still. I've been thinking about this a lot, and maybe it would be fine to take this land in the north, but actually, like, converting population in my own territory is one thing, but trying to convert entire lands where everyone there is non-Canaanite is such a huge undertaking. And honestly, like, I don't know if I even need this land to further my ambitions. We're doing just fine as it is without this land that will be really hard to govern and expensive to maintain. So maybe we just hold off, honestly. Also, I think I'm going to save up my PI. I think I should build some cities, actually, is what I should do. Although, I do have a tech in the near future. That's not the thing that I want. Household Gods. I could wait on this to found those cities, but I have one more tech I'm getting first. I guess it's just a matter of like a year or so. So yeah, let's wait. Let's wait to found the cities. Because I want to found some of the cities in these capitals that haven't turned into cities yet, like Yabna'el and Got, to get access to some building slots. So we'll just wait for now. Certainly never hurts to wait. Alright. These guys here are someone I should probably pay attention to. They're not really at my level, to be sure, but they are a major power, so they're worth keeping a general eye on. And they are a different religion. In theory, they should be likelier to attack Mari before they attack me. They don't even border me at all. So I think we're fine. Pirates are raiding my ports. That's fine. I'm not going to bother dealing with that. 8,000 gold. Pretty good stuff. Alright. Things are pretty chill. Farm at Erbil is complete. So this should solve, yeah, food here should be more than fine for a while now. Even with the huge population here. Yeah, the urban center thing is really coming into its own. I should probably build theaters in these cities as well, actually. So let me get that now. Help with assimilation quite a bit. Alright. Back up to 30k. 31k now maximum. That's pretty good. Alright, Henna and Nessid, although they did pick a good time to fight against Kemet, they are ultimately much weaker than Kemet, so Kemet does look like they're going to beat them. I don't know if Kemet's going to re-establish their client status or just annex them completely. Honestly, dealing with just one tag at a time in the Kemet world is probably not the worst thing for me, so we'll keep an eye on that. Excellent conditions in Danabu, whether by happy coincidence, the blessing of someone, or just diligent management for the past year. Production in the settlement of Danabu has far surpassed the predictions of local bureaucrats and administrators, and this is, where? Oh, here it is, the hills, okay. While we could simply exploit these boons for short-term gain, some have suggested that this is an opportunity to study the organization of slaves, yada yada yada. Ooh. This is the governor of Phoenicia. I could get away with this, and it is a couple months of income, so it might be worth doing that. Province of Danabu gaining this modifier isn't probably worth it. We could do this middle ground approach. We'll get some loyalty. I think we'll just make a little bit more money. That governor is pretty loyal, so I think we can get away with that. At least for now. Alright. Looking good. Keep building up the PI. Down to 0 AE, so we probably should get some AE from something kind of soon. I guess, in terms of expansion, if I were to expand anywhere, it would probably be Mucus, which has a very defensible northern area. The issue is Mari is in Mucus, and to expand into Mucus does mean either splitting a region with Mari or fighting Mari, which I don't feel like I want to do quite yet. The succession gives me a better king for that, so I want to wait on that. Which means the other way to approach this is southward into Moab and Edom, which, as I've noted many times, isn't exactly the nicest land in the world to fight over. The statue of Ahiram I Abirid. The people of Rauda have raised a large statue of our esteemed ruler, Ahiram I Abirid. Though the statue was lacking in certain important areas, it would not be taken well if we were to rip it down. If we leave the statue up, let us hope it does not get too well known, as it could be somewhat of an insult to the monarch. Let's see here. I think Rauda can survive local population unhappiness for 10 years. I don't want the popularity loss, in all honesty. Okay, let me spend a bit of tyranny on dismantling an improper city. There's a ton of cities over here in Israel. I think we'll get rid of Gon Nair at this point. Alright, and then we'll leave it at that for now. I want to still be around 95 or below, tyranny-wise, if I can help it. Okay. Yeah, I think... That being said, I am about to get the rest of the Ebla region, so I'm going to expand quite a bit more. Yeah, because it'll be really easy... Also, Kemet, yeah, they just fully killed Henad Neset, so... I think that's the end of that nation permanently. We could fight Kemet again to seize their Moab and Edom holdings, and also take the opportunity to just do a general invasion of them for more money, which certainly is on the table. Oh, hold on, is on the table. What's my truce like with them again? I just looked at this last episode. 927. We could do this, honestly. We could do this. I could raise the army, get them going. Honestly, I kind of think that even without mercenaries, especially now that Kemet doesn't really have like armies over here, like maybe they can raise these guys as a levy, but I don't really think so. I don't think there's really any Kemet population over here. So they probably have no levies at all in this area. They could use mercenaries themselves, we could just pay them off though. I think I can get away with just doing a naval invasion and not bothering to protect this area, as we've successfully managed to completely mess up their control of this area with the previous peace deal. I think we may go for it again. The issue is, I don't really feel like Ahiram is the best king martial-wise. So his actual like sacking levies are going to have to be supported quite a bit by the other governors. But I think if I plan this out carefully, we could do this. Honestly, I kind of want to just keep fighting Kemet, essentially on cooldown with my truces, and we could also feed more land to Jedet. Now, Per Bast is going to not be involved because they're completely independent, so their land is sort of off the table. What we could do, though, is try to feed a bit more of the Eastern Nile Delta to Jedet, just so we have a friend controlling this territory. Although that being said, I don't even know if that's really necessary. Expanding Jedet like this without the plan to integrate them later being fully solidified could backfire, because then, if we're not planning to integrate these guys, giving them land doesn't really help us. I guess ultimately, I would like to have Jedet completely own the region, the Eastern Nile Delta, and then maybe I have other clients in the area that control the other regions, unless I want to integrate Jedet. I don't know, I have to keep thinking about whether I want to annex this land myself later, but for now, I am comfortable expanding Jedet into the rest of Eastern Nile Delta, at the very least. So I think we do plan to go to war with Kemet again, when our truce expires, near the end of 927. Dyslexia moment right there. Yeah, I think that's the idea. And then the other thing we'll do in this war is enter into Moab and Edom I think, through Kemet, because we have no... Yeah, we'd have to fight the very, very scary and powerful Moab, Philistia, and Petra team, which I think we can pull off just fine to get more land. But we start by taking the Kemet land, at least, assuming that we can get it all in the one deal. I'm not sure if that's really possible, but I think so. Let me think about this. I actually may need the Petra land in the middle to kind of reach it all. This region is just so awkward to move into. Maybe I just leave it for now. I don't know. It's just, do I really want to commit to a whole nother region? I kind of just, I don't know, like maybe. Well, I mean, we have the claim on Kemet. Actually, do we have a claim on Kemet? We actually don't have a claim on Kemet. You know, I didn't even think about that. We should get a claim on Kemet, and we can get one through their border with us that they have at the minute. Ooh, we can actually reach a lot of areas. Let's see. So R is probably the one we want. Or Batter. Actually, we can't reach Batter. Yeah. Let me get a claim on So R. And when is this going to be done? This is actually going to be done right before the war can be declared, because that's the start of September 9/27. So I think what we do is, let me look at my governors again. Do I have any? I think I have at least, because my son is a good martial governor, but other than that, my king is 3, 2, okay, 9 with Daniel, that's okay, 7 with Epimilku, that's pretty good, 6 and 8. And do these guys raise armies, though, is the question. Yes, everyone can raise an army, so we have at least everyone involved if we need them. That's pretty good. Yeah, I think we do go for this. And I think the way we approach this is we start by fighting Moab and Philistia to get little bits of Moab and Edom on the way to the Kemet stuff. So Moab calls in Philistia, and that's actually it. And we have a claim on them already. We have military access, though, so let me cancel the military access first. So I think we go to war with Moab first. And we only really need, like, a really token force over here for the Kemet War. But against Moab and whatnot, those guys will actually have maybe some levies, so... Let me do this first. Let me use the, let me just use the Jordan Rift Valley levy, because I can go to war essentially at will over here. Actually, let me do it like this. Raise this force, raise this force. This force here is probably enough to just siege down the fort here. And let me split away a team to go grab Swema, and then the rest will work on Nebo. Let's see, 2 marshal, 7 marshal. I think I want the, let's see here. We're still waiting on that levy up there. I think this is probably fine. I mean, numbers-wise, we're going to be more than fine. So yeah, that's going to be fine. I have the trade route available. Any more lapis? No. Natron we could get now, though. Don't think we did. Let's get some papyrus. That looks fine. Alright. I think what we're going to do is... I forgot to lower this earlier. That's fine, though. You just stay put there. You send away... maybe 2 archers to come over here. Force march over here. And then the rest of you force march here. Alright. And then I think in a month we go to war with Moab, just to kind of clear the way so that we can reach Kemet more easily with the force down here. Alright. Everyone's in position. Turn that off. I will turn it on just for the movement. Okay. We should be able to go to war now. Take Dibon. That's here. Everyone gets called in. They call in Philistia. That's what I want to have happen. This should be no problem at all, even with just the forces we have locally. Let's go for it. Declare war on Moab. Alright, the Sinai, Palestinian local power of Moab and Philistia rally together to defend. Also, you know what I just randomly remembered? I have missions to grow the Jordan Rift Valley, which I've not been working on for a long time. I'll look at that later. I just literally remember that right now. So we'll get back to that later. You guys come on in. This should be basically free. I guess we'll see if there's any problems, but probably not. This will give me a little bit of Moab and Adam in preparation for my Kemet War. Yeah, so the Kemet War, one part of it will be like the goal of conquering the Kemet holdings in Moab and Adam as best I can reach. Petra is kind of in the way. I may, during my Kemet War, go to war with Petra to be able to reach the other Kemet stuff down here. We have a claim on Petra already. It's actually the Eloth claim that I think we had on Kemet before. Actually, I don't remember exactly for sure, but I think that's what's going on there. So yeah, this should be completely free without any real, like, actual problems to our progression here. I'll probably just do some assaults. Actually, well, yeah, I can probably just do some assaults in a minute. Should be fine. Alright, you come over here. Over here, this force probably can't do an assault because it's a bit too small. This force here might be able to. I guess we could just siege it naturally. I guess it's not the end of the world to do it like that. Well, let me split this force in half and send half of them over on force march to this other fort, and then the forces together will assault it. Then everyone will come back over and assault this larger double fort. That's the plan. Also, don't pay for forts. Well, yeah, we can get away with not paying for forts. I may regret that, because we do have forts on the borderland, but I think we're okay. More pirates. That is fine. Let's give these guys 1 month to recover their morale, then we'll do an assault. Actually, their total morale is pretty good, so we'll just do an assault now. Alright, good. All of you... Actually, yeah, walk not in force march so that you recover morale back over here, and then we'll assault the double fort at Nebo and get this war done with real quick, just like that. Alright, so far so good. Keep saving up our resources here. Alright, 2nd of October. And, I think I'll just do the assault now, actually. Yeah, there we go. These guys may take the deal that I want now. I'm going to be entering into a bunch of different provinces, irritatingly, but not too much I can do about that. Is this? Yeah, I think this is selecting everything. Once this all flips, we should get this all, so I think we'll be okay. Alright, everybody just stay put for now and recover your morale. We should, after this all flips, be able to complete the war with the deal that we want. Lapis Lazuli trade. Regarding the Lapis trade, things could be better, but they could certainly be worse. Good to know. Alright, I'll take that, I guess. Alright, this should be everything. And then, as for the other location, which is down here, we're not going to be able to reach this in any way. We'd have to get movement through Petra, which I don't really feel like I want to ask for right now. So, well, I guess that is technically part of Moab and Adam. I guess I could go to war with Petra and actually just fight Petra now before the Kemet War. That's another way of doing this. Can I go to war? I actually can go to war with these guys. They would actually call in the nation of Eloth as well, so we can actually just destroy all the tags around here except for the Kemet stuff preemptively. I suppose that would be fine. Yeah, I don't think Eloth will have any levies at all, and Petra probably doesn't really have... They may have like 1 or 2 guys, but we really are not in danger from these guys at all. I'll leave Petra outside Moab and Adam in the Red Sea, but I'll end up tag deleting Eloth on the way, so we can lower some AE from that. I think we'll go for this, although we're first going to move our forces, not in force march, over to the border with Petra, so they recover morale along the way. At this point, Moab and the northern Philistia people don't have any levies they can raise up here, so we're not in danger at this point. So we'll come on over and do this. This may delay our Kemet War a little bit. We're going to be in a better position to seize Moab and Adam from Kemet from doing it in more of this sort of circular manner. Right, the theater is done. Ooh, we lost a lot of some sort of trade good. What was it? It doesn't tell you what you lose, which is very, very irritating. I think... what was it? I have to figure this out. I think we lost dates. That's one of the things. Where is dates on this list? Let's re-get dates from Mari. Alright, there we go. And then, what else? I think we lost beer as well. Let me actually do this in a slightly different way. I'm going to cancel my export of beer from this province. Export, trade good, beer from Damascus Oasis, so we keep the surplus of beer now. And then I'll trade for cloth, I guess, to get the noble happiness bonus and the other thing. Or, hold on, no access to... oh, hold on, lapis. We can get lapis. Okay, that's what we lost. Glad I spotted that. Whew, alright, disaster averted. The lapis trade remains strong. Theaters over here are done. That will help a lot with assimilation and whatnot. Good stuff. Food is also stable up there, which is great. Alright. Things are looking pretty good. These guys are recovering their morale at a nice brisk pace as they move. Should be getting there pretty soon. Jedet's coming over to help out. Thanks a bunch, Jedet. I really appreciate that. I don't know if Inkomi is trying to help out too, but not really, based on what I can see. Untiring devotion. Alright, stability for me. I'll take it. In fact, I might actually change a law with my high stability I have at the minute. And I think what I'd want to do is finally get around to doing King of Kings for faster integration speed. And the diplomatic relations slot is honestly kind of big. Subject opinion of us plus 15 is handy, but I think I can just pay for my subjects to like me with improved relations, so I think this is probably worthwhile. The question is, do I want to go down to, what would that be, 32 stability? We're going to have a really good trend if we do that, and these bonuses are good. Mighty shall look upon our works and despair. Yes, indeed. This will also speed up the Tunip integration a little bit. Not much, but it will a little bit. And more dip slots is great. Where are you going? Okay, some mysterious Jedet movement. Who knows what's going on with them. Alright, these guys should be arriving here any minute now. There we go. Alright, let's go to war with Petra. This looks fine to me. We're going to be trying to take Eloth, which we will actually try to take. We're going to try to fully annex these guys in the Moab and Adam region. Alright, we've declared war on Petra. In we come. I think... let's see here. Petra itself is completely unfortified. Actually has no buildings at all, so... I think I'm going to send just this little force that's on full morale. March your way over to Petra real quick. Actually, yeah, go there first, and then go up to Gaur and grab that too. Everybody else that's recovering still, I guess you can go fast as well. Actually, you force march over to Petra, and the other guy that's on full, go up to Gaur, just to be safe. And then everybody else who's recovering still, slow march your way, probably over to Eloth is the first like target to go for, just so we're not spreading ourselves a little bit too thin here. Not that we're gonna like lose in fights, hopefully. He says, not knowing what's going to happen, but we just want to avoid any shenanigans if we can help it. I think using the local armies, basically, without raising all my forces is the right approach to this war, at least. Also, lower fort maintenance again. The game always wants to re-raise fort maintenance. I'm not going to let you. I'm going to catch you in the act. Alright, in we come. Armies of Canaan. Whew. This will be a fun double war completion. In succession, Kemet wants, let's see, to buy my ivory. I guess that's fine. We're going to be losing that trade in a little bit here when we go to war with Kemet, but not quite yet. We don't have a claim with Kemet ready yet anyways, so we have to keep waiting. I saw somebody moving over there. I didn't see a number, though. We shall see in a minute what we're dealing with. Hopefully nothing too crazy. Alright, good stuff. You guys come down towards Mragha to help out there. I could be sacking, but I don't really care. These cities are not valuable enough to worry about sacking. Alright, come down to Mragha. We're probably just going to assault Mragha, I think, because it's a double fort. I guess we could just get to work on it with a slow, gradual occupation. I should also go and grab Wadi Rum. Actually, I'm going to reshuffle this force over towards Eloth and send these guys towards there still. Alright, that's the plan. This way we have, yeah. Oh, Court Philosopher. I need to replace. I think this is one of my older characters. Ideally somebody from which family? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, it's an Aberrid! We don't have any Aberrids to work with. Our family is so small. Oh, we have literally no Aberrids we can use. Fortunately, the only effect of this is my son is less loyal, and then all of these daughters and sisters and whatnot who don't have any power are less loyal, so technically it's okay, but this is very irritating. Even with the clones still existing to some extent, we're not able to deal with this. Alright, I guess we'll just hire for capability and for youth at this point. Anybody a little on the younger side. Abar might be our best bet here. Anyone younger than Abar? This guy is younger, but he is a little worse. I think this minor character would probably be fine. 38 is pretty young, and I'm strapped for choice here. Yeah, that'll have to do. I really am considering starting to do the allow both gender officers thing in future campaigns, even if I have to pay PI for it, because this is getting really grim. Influence of the Aberrid family. The fate of the kingdom and that of the Aberrid family is and always will be intertwined. It is therefore a matter of great urgency. There are currently not enough Aberrid persons of quality ready to shoulder the responsibilities of the state. Recognizing our plight, 2 of our loyal clients have offered to fill the place. Okay, this is a chance to actually adopt some people into the family, which I think I do want to do here. We could pick between Abar, who we just hired, or Bomilcar Matinid, my Chancellor. He is a better character. He's a bit older, though. But he is, I think, overall a better character. I think I will probably go for this guy, honestly. I think we do go for this. We lose some prestige and a little bit of... that's actually quite a bit of legitimacy, but we do take our family out of being scorned. Being in scorn, I think, damages our legitimacy. Maybe not, actually, but... Let's go ahead and invite, because we can have Aberrids that aren't directly part of the family. The houses are more like, you know, collections of families than like one literal like family tree. So this doesn't really, you know, we're not literally adopting him into our like line of succession or anything. So let's go ahead and invite Bomilcar Matinid, the Chancellor. What's in a name? By taking in Bomilcar as a member of the royal family, we have no doubt that we've done him a great favor. Shall we allow him to change his last name? Of course. He can become an Aberrid, but he is still, you know, he's a novus homo, or whatever you call it. He's a new man, not in the line of succession, surely. Nope, we're fine. Okay, good. I didn't think that'd be an issue, but you never know. Could be a surprise. Alright, in we come. Yeah, this force here can probably... Actually, no, we're going to split apart, so... Actually, we're both just coming right here. Did I not send everyone... Oh, okay, you know what? That is inopportune. I'm going to run away from this force here. Well, actually, you know what? This force can probably beat this force in combat, so let's not run away from this force and come fight them in the desert hills. Yeah, this force here, I think I'll just assault that once everyone's there. We're almost there. 13th of July. Right. We actually don't really have any, it's all Ipfer Kerr, and he has only 1 marshal. Yeah, without this guy here, we can't really pull off the assaults. We'll just start the siege. That's fine. Alright, can I catch these guys? 5th of August. We actually can catch them in the plains. Actually, this is a pretty good spot for it. Everywhere around here is bad territory, but this is fine. I think this is a good fight. I guess 9. No, we have the numbers advantage. The martial advantage is very slight, and the terrain is sort of middling, so I think this is a good fight. I'm pretty confident I can win this fight, or at least it's going to be a pretty good showing. I think we're going to be okay, but I guess we'll see. Oh, they escaped! Actually, some of them left. That's actually really good. So this is better than I thought, even, because those guys got away. Yeah, we're going to win this fight for sure now, because the 250 left. That is great. Those guys screwed themselves over in a big way. Alright, and then we'll see if we can catch the 250 and stack wipe those guys. Maybe. I mean, I'm pretty sure we will, but we'll see either way. Trade with hit. Sounds good. We're going to be able to get away. It's hard to tell what's going to happen there because of the double. Oh, we have some mercenaries up here. Not for long, though. I think we're just going to buy them off. Yeah, this is fine. Buy these guys off. Oh! Or not. Offer refused. Really? That is a surprise. Curses. That actually does kind of cause some problems for me. Let's see, these guys are serving Eloth, so we need to finish the Petra war before these guys cause too much trouble. Which, they're going to cause trouble either way, which is irritating. How do I handle this? Let me see here. You guys come down to Eloth. I guess I just have to go back north and retake this stuff. Okay, I'm going to do it like this. I'm going to send... Which these guys? Let's see. 9 Marshal on that guy. 2k. I'm going to redirect multiple forces northward. I'm going to send the first levy of Jordan Rift Valley north to respond. So 4k, then supported by the 7 Marshal of the 1.5k. That should be enough. These guys will slow things down. The fact that they're denying the bribe is irritating, but it's not the end of the world. I can go deal with it. Could always raise more armies if I need, but I think we're fine at the minute. Just slowing down the inevitable, but it's not going to save them. The Kemet War will be slightly delayed as well. What happened with that trade thing, by the way? Unclear. Alright. So hard to move around here. I'm so excited to road this whole area up. Mobility will be greatly improved. Grand Festival, good stuff. I'm also saving up PI to probably do a pig stabbing. I think I need... What do I need? 125? Yeah. 123, I guess. I'm going to save up for that. I think it's necessary. Flocking to the banner. The honorable people of Yerushalayim have turned out in droves to see the renowned general Abimilku Mashid lead his troops on the way to greater glories. The delegation from Yerushalayim has requested the honor of sending a number of their young men to join the armies of Abimilku, citing their virtual fanaticism as a great boon during warfare. I don't want to take the stability hit, so I'm just going to do this. He gets 5 loyal cohorts. I guess that's fine. He actually literally got them as well. He got some chariots in the army. I don't suppose these are permanent additions to his forces. Possibly, actually. If I can permanently get these... Actually, I think these guys go away when I lower them. But having some chariots is certainly a nice development. Alright, whatever. We'll go up and crush the mercs. More trade routes. Oh my gosh, more lapis. We are securing this ASAP. I think we can get one more as well. Hold on, what can I cancel? Don't I have extra dates coming in from that farm? No, I don't actually. Hold on, let me fix that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever. There we go. And cancel the dates. I thought I addressed that last time, but whatever. There's even more lapis. Hold on, wait. lapis. I can't get even more lapis. Hold on. How much lapis do I have now? 1, 2, 3. I've got 6 lapis. More lapis. More lapis for me. Cancel the papyrus for more lapis. Yes. All the lapis. I think that's literally all the lapis now. I don't think there's any more. I'll cancel 1 fish trade to verify. Yeah, that's all the lapis. So I think we've re-established all of the lapis trade that we had before. So that's pretty good. Alright. I don't know where that mercenary force went, but I maybe... Oh, they're right there. Okay, I was about to say maybe I should raise my fort maintenance, but never mind. We're about to go kill them with no trouble at all. So we will do that, and that will fix that problem up real good. Alright, this fight should be pretty much free. Stack wipe on the mercs. That's pretty good. Alright, I'm going to leave behind a contingent of archers to just to siege that down, and then everybody else will force march back over towards Eloth to re-secure that. Water shortage over here, that's pretty good. Alright, so far so good. Almost to 125, which I am excited to reach. Alright. This war has been a little imperfect, but it's been because of surprising rolls, like the mercenaries not being bribed. Alright, good job. You guys come join down at Eloth. We have to siege that down manually. We have to do the Petra war first, because then we can reach Philistia for the other war, so we have to do it kind of in that order. It's a bit awkward, but it is what it is. And Eloth is part of the Petra war, so we have to do these 2 sieges. Then we're going to be good to go at that point. Ooh, more mercenaries. These guys are running into my... Actually, they're black-flagged. 15 martial on this guy. I really hope this guy will get bought off. Yep, alright, this guy took the bait, and I'm just going to go ahead and fire him, to be fully honest, once he finishes moving, because I don't actually need this guy. I just don't want my enemies to use him. I don't really need him for my own purposes at the minute. We're more than fine as it is. I think I'll just assault Eloth once I get down there. Actually, you come over here. I'm not sure we can't reach it because of movement. Yeah, we can't do anything about that, so we'll just wait on that. Oh, hold on, I went over my PI needs. Alright, stab the pig. This will supercharge our stability regain. Very necessary, since we got King of Kings. Yeah, alright, Moab and Adam will soon be ours. We're doing a Phoenicia-style singular war, you know, against multiple, you know, different wars. Singular kind of war period to gain the entire region in one fell swoop. Big AE incoming, to be sure. But certainly going to be worth it. Alright, you guys can actually go off of Force March as well. Alright, we have got this war more or less in the bag. But we're going to have to wait to see where things end up in the next episode of the Dammâseq Campaign. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.